Happy New Year. This is Redline News Network. My name is Jett Lykings.
And I'm Vic Morano. Let us redirect you into the automotive and supercar YouTube world.
This week on RNN, we have the Sheepey Tour,
$30,000 JDM build-off,
Sherps,
Lambo Sian,
and new supercars.
Let's go.
Starting off the supercar news this week is the Zyrus LP1200 Strada. Now, Zyrus introduces their latest tuned build, which is a track-focused rebuild of a Huracan LP640-4. Now, this thing is stripped by 170 pounds. They replace over 600 original Lamborghini parts, and they offer about 1,200 horsepower in this thing. If you're looking to get one, you have to spend about $726,000 USD.
Over to Stradman. Thursday's video, Strad visits Lamborghini Newport Beach to witness the delivery of the first Lamborghini Sian in North America. This Lamborghini is a 1 of 63 $3.3 million car. It's actually Lamborghini's most powerful car ever produced. Using its hybrid system, or what Lamborghini likes to call its super capacitor, to make 815 horsepower. James does a proper walk around of the car and even has the opportunity to start it. We get some little baby revs due to the fact that the car is still in transport mode and can't really rev. At the very end, we're left with a little hint. Strad says the next time we see this car, he actually might be driving it. Keep your eyes glued for some more Sian action.
The Sheepey Tour with Sheepey Race. One video from Sheepey Race this week, and it's titled Sheepey Goes to Texas. They go to Texas to upgrade clutches on a customer car. Now, Alex must have listened to the fans from the Chicago episode where they're asking for more travel vlogs like this, and it looks like Alex listened and they delivered. And they're actually going to go and try to get more involved with clients post-build, and this is where the phrase Sheepey Tour comes from. But anyways, down in Texas, they do some pulls with some local Mustangs, some Corvettes, and then they go to a meet. Really cool episode.
Moving on over to Street Speed 717. Sunday's video, he kicks this one off racing his buddy's CA Corvette against a new-to-him Aventador, and he ends up smoking him. He decides to sell his 2020 High Country Duramax due to the fact that he just has too many trucks. Funny enough, later on in the video, he does end up buying a 2007 Duramax. But in his defense, it's clean, it's a 14-year-old truck, and it looks like it just drove off the showroom floor. He touches upon how he's ready to buy land and start building his custom house and garage, which I'm looking forward to. And at the very end, he has an announcement. They will be expanding his current merch warehouse, turning it into a full fulfillment center. Speaking of merch, remember, every $5 spent at InChain Designs gets you 5 entries to win the Snow Camo Raptor. Go get some merch.
2 videos from Daily Driven Exotics over these holidays. The first one is Mia getting her $10,000 FI exhaust on her Gallardo. She also talks about how she's going to change the wrap on it as well. She wants a tan or even a sand color inspired by Travis Scott's Lamborghini. And now this is opposite of Damon and DDE's typical flashy colors, but pretty cool idea. Mia is also getting more comfortable on camera, it seems. She's calling Damon and Dave out, giving her opinion some more. And then we get a JDM space update towards the end. They are looking at adding another car to the channel, and they're really looking at Sam's NSX from Rapworks. Second video from them on December 27th. The 720 gets its new carbon fiber wheels. These are Vorsteiners. They cost about $17,000 MSRP, and these are actually a DDE first. It's actually the first time they've had carbon wheels on the channel. We then learned that Dave bought the Integra Type R. Weird because they just raffled one off, but now they have another one. However, this is JDM spec, so it's right-hand drive. And then we learned that Damon and Dave are going to have a $30,000 JDM build-off. $30,000 in the Integra Type R versus $30,000 in the R34, and then they're going to race them come springtime. I don't know if this is really fair, but we'll see. And then they actually test drive Sam's NSX from Rapworks. I really think this NSX will be added to the channel, maybe even next week.
On to TJ Hunt, Thursday's video, TJ takes his 350 drift car to the Magnaflow HQ to get a new exhaust sized up and to pick up his Mark V Supra after getting its downpipes installed. Tuesday's video, TJ and Sabrina drive down to West Coast Exotics to tease the new supercar that TJ bought. If you guys remember, when TJ sold the Aventador to Alex, he mentioned he purchased another supercar, he just hasn't taken delivery of it yet. The only hint that he gives us, though, is that it is one of the cars in the showrooms in both videos, the video that he sold the Aventador and this current video. This brings us to his Instagram post on Tuesday, where you can see the new car with a cover on it, and in my opinion, it looks like a Huracan silhouette. Drop your guesses in the comments.
Rich Rebuilds gets a Sherp. And if you didn't know what a Sherp is, it's a Russian-made all-terrain utility vehicle. But he learns about the Sherp after getting inspired from a Kanye West video, actually. And then he goes down to Texas and learns more about it. During this time, they play in some water, some mud. This thing is really quite capable. And then he actually buys it. And it's not just clickbait because he shows a picture of his driveway back in Massachusetts and the Sherp is sitting there in it. So pretty cool. I can't wait to see what they do in Massachusetts with this thing. And then he reminds us that V8 Tesla content is coming next week. Royalty Exotics, one video from them this week, and it's the Stradman Bugatti exhaust. Before we get there, we hear Houston talk about his Rolls-Royce cash cab. Now, this was something they were going to start before the strip shut down during COVID, but we do learn that they still are planning to do something like this, and if they do, it's probably going to be on a new channel and not be on the Royalty Exotics channel. Anyways, they pick up James, aka Stradman, from the airport and show him his completed Bugatti with the Rift exhaust. We're not going to get into that too much because you've probably seen Stradman's video by now. If not, check it out. But we really want to point out that it's really cool to see Stradman through a different lens. He almost has a different energy. I mean, we all know Stradman or James' energy when he's vlogging himself, but it was actually quite different to see him through a different camera, and we really don't mind if we could see more of this.
Doug Demuro with 3 videos this week: the Bugatti Veyron V-Test, the U500 Unimog, and the Mercedes CLS 63 AMG shooting brake. Donut Media with 4 videos this week: 7 car toys 90s kids will remember, how the genius SUV design saved Porsche from going under, what happens when you over-torque a bolt, and picking up the right injectors.
Mondi races some Porsches this week. He takes his RWB out on his urban racetrack. Now, if you missed this, he took a Lotus prior, and he looks like he's going to be setting up a time attack table similar to what Top Gear has done in the past. But anyways, he races his RWB against Royalty Exotics 991 GT3 RS. It's just kind of cool to see where the cars are ranking in this. And right now, the GT3 RS is in first place. The RWB is actually in second, and the Lotus is in third. One holiday episode from Emelia this week. The C8 actually gets torn apart in this episode. They take the engine out of this thing yet again. Basically, it's to replace all the melted pieces, the broken parts, and really get it ready to install the new clutches, which are coming very soon. She then gives a Christmas present to her editor, Sean, and actually Sandy. She gives them about $2,500 each. Pretty cool episode from Emelia. 2 Hoonicorn versus the World episodes this week. The first one was the Hoonicorn versus a F8 Tributo, and the second episode was the Hoonicorn versus a 760 horsepower Ford GT500.
Tavarish with 2 videos this week: the Car Trek series over the holidays, and building Ultimate Car Lovers Lounge. Hoovies Garage with 1 video this week: driving the $1,000 Corvette. Vinwiki with 5 episodes this week: why 6 wheels are best, coast to coast in 24 hours, high schoolers and Hondas make the best decoys, dealer dream car destruction, and El Chapo F1 update.
Well, Vic, that takes us to about Redline this week. We are super excited for you to join us in 2021. We have brand new content, brand new ideas coming right at you. Taking it to Redline, we have new special guests coming, hopefully twice a month going forward.
Keep your eyes peeled for some slightly different Redline content coming soon. To make it easier for yourself, smash that subscribe button. If you haven't already, check us out on Instagram.
Hey, until next time,
Keep it at Redline.